Time in YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of TCGO Battles. Today we are taking on Connor, a rematch from a little while ago now. We had a Zygarde EX versus Yveltal match, and he wants revenge. So I said, why not? I was looking for a few battlers, didn't get too many, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take what I can get. He's a great battler. A great friend of mine, so we are going to check out and see if we can get this battle. We are using M.Audino, so we have a pretty good chance of winning this one, depending on the deck, of course, that he brings as well. But if you guys are hyped and ready for this, make sure to leave a like, or hit that like button, and leave a comment, because it is greatly appreciated. It lets me know that you guys are still interested in this content, even though it has been a little while since we've done it. But anyway, no more waiting around. We are going to send this invitation. Here we go, looking for our opponent and see if we can get this battle going. I don't remember if it was a 2-1 or a 2-0 last time, but I'm sure he wants to come back and win this one, so we're going to go into this match. He's bringing an electric deck, so it'll be kind of interesting. I don't know a whole lot about electric decks, but we're going to see just how well this deck can do. We're going to go for this coin toss. He is messaging me at the moment. I'm just going to answer him. Yes. No. Deck. Switching. There we go. Alright, so use the Umbreon sleeves, which are kind of nice. We have no basic Pokemon, so we have to pass that little bit of a turn. We are going to go with the return. He only has one card currently on the field, but that doesn't mean too much. We have an M.Audino lead, which is going to be awesome. It looks like he actually got the coin flip there. I did miss that because of the text, and I apologize. I don't like doing that on screen, but sometimes when I have to, for the person that I'm battling, it's kind of important. But we are going to say done here. I'll be able to get 20 damage off from Drain Slap. It is a Shaman start, so that is a terrible start for our opponent. We've got the Cobalion, the M.Audino. I don't have a lot of support to keep ourselves going here, but you know what? It's not a terrible way of going. I can get the M.Audino Spirit Link going. I've got an Energy. I got a Trainer's Mail, and depending on the card I draw, there could be a lot of potential here. So he ditches an N and a Lightning Energy for a Pokemon. He goes for an Ampharos EX, actually, which is something I've never seen before. So this is going to be definitely something interesting to see. He puts an Energy Drop onto that Ampharos. It's going to take a while to get that thing going, especially because it can't get up into the active position while Shaman EX is there. We do see an N come our way, so this actually is a bit of a benefit for us because I didn't have much to go off of anyway. It gets us actually a lot better of a start than I had. We see a Max Elixir, a Lugia EX now, does not get an energy off of the Max Elixir, and he drops an Ampharos Spirit Link, so we know we're going to be dealing with a Mega Ampharos. Goes for Escape Rope, which is both good and bad, but he cannot go for the attack here. I may have waited to use that for the following turn, but it does not matter. I'm going to simply get rid of that Ampharos Spirit Link. I'm going to make him Mega Evolve the proper way. We are going to go for an M.Audino Spirit Link here. We're going to drop a double colorless energy. And I'm going to Ultra Ball away both supporters. I can VS Seeker one of them back. So there we go, the Xerosic and the Energon. And I'm going to grab the... I'm going to grab the Hoopa. This will get me the M.Audino that the Mega M.Audinos that I need. It'll get me the good old Mega, or get me the Mega, the Shaman, and it'll get me another M.Audino as well. It'll give me both, two attackers. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now that I'm thinking of it, though, the N may have been a bad idea to ditch. But it's okay. We can go for a Shaman drop here. Yes, we will. We'll just hold off on using that supporter for now. Maybe we can get a Hex Maniac. Nope, we don't get that either. But I'm going to hold on to this M.Audino Spirit Link just in case he does decide to go for a Startling Megaphone of his own. And at this moment in time, I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't need an N. I don't need to support up. I don't want to give him the opportunity to get a couple cards. He's only at 2, now 3. And he could possibly have a bad hand. He's got another Ampharos on the field, drops another Lightning Energy, and he'll be able to go for that Thunder Rod, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, and attach as many Lightning Energies as you find there. So if he finds any there, it's going to make this Ampharos charge up really quickly, and he gets 2 of them. So he's currently at 4. he can attack for 100 damage off turn 2, which is really huge. But I can go for the Mega Evolution here, which is fine by me. I did not ditch a energy, so I cannot use the Mega Turbo. I'm going to attach the Audino Spirit Link here. And at this point, I'm going to end. It is the best play I have. He cannot Mega Evolve at this moment. I'm going to just simply end. I am going to be helping him out, but I need to get this Cobalion out of the active position, and unfortunately, it's not going to be that great. I can Mega Evolve this Audino, though. Get it out of my hand. I can go for a Parallel City. And by doing so, I can get rid of my own Shaman. No. We're going to reduce his side. It might get rid of that Shaman on his side, but that is okay. Let's see. He can't play any more Pokemon, which is great for us, so I can play a Shaman here. Draw a few more cards. And we get an Ultra Ball. I gotta go for... I'm looking for that Escape Rope. I got what I actually wanted. I got a Flipstone. Even better. Just as good. I can now switch out Cobalion, retreat into the Mega Audino. And I've used the support of this turn. I'm going to start putting pressure on the Lugia, because I do have a high energy cost, and I don't want that to play an effect. We're going to take 110 damage onto the Ampharos. And yes, we're going to simply put out 50 damage onto the Lugia as well. So we're in a bit of a pickle. Our hand is not the best. Goes for Max Elixir, does not get it. Does he get it? No, does not get an energy there either. We're going to see an energy drop onto the benched Ampharos. Looks like he's deciding to not go for it. Goes for 100 damage. And now we are simply going to go for a Trainer's Mail. I'll be able to knock out that Ampharos, which is really nice. I'm going to go for a Pokemon Center Lady, heal off most of the damage that I've taken. That'll actually be very good for us right now. I can drop an energy onto the Mega Audino. I don't need to play too many more things right now. We're just going to simply heal off. I'm going to be able to knock out this Ampharos. We're going to hit the other one as well. That'll put it up to 160. Yes, that is going to be the best idea. So we're going to get our first knockout of the game. And we're going to damage up this other Ampharos as well. I'm putting pressure on all his forces. I can knock out Shaman in one shot. I can't knock out either of the other two just yet, but I can knock them out in future turns. He's got to go for a Thunder Rod here, which puts him in a very bad position. He's lost a lot of energy. He's lost 5 lightning energy already, playing a 7th one, and another Ampharos full art, which I gotta say, it looks gorgeous. He can only go for the Thunder Rod, does the Mega Evolution, and just ends the turn. So we are going to go for an energy drop on the Mega Audino. Unless I get a Via Seeker at this moment in time, though, I am unfortunately out of support range. So, is there a Pokemon I can go for? Not really. Unless he plays a Stadium, I'm locked down. I simply just go for the attack here. I'm going to go for that Magical Symphony. Again, I don't have any supporters in hand, so I'm not going to be able to hit the bench here. But I'm going to do a hefty amount of damage to this Mega Ampharos, and due to the fact that unless he gets a double colorless energy, he'll not be able to go for an Exavolt. He goes for a Trainer's Mail, and I should be okay to knock it out on the following turn, which will give us another... He goes for the Rough Seas, which is actually really good for us, because once it goes down, he'll be able to heal off a little bit of this chip damage. I don't think he's out of range of being knocked out. No, he is not. And I'll be able to get additional damage onto that Lugia or the Ampharos in the back. He cannot attack. I am simply going to go for the Parallel City. I'm going to spin this around, reducing my own bench space. And I have to get rid of these shamans. So they are not targets, they are just simply gone now. I have no bench space. I actually picked up an N, which is very crucial. And I'm going to set up this last M.Audino. And I do need to use a supporter in order for me to get additional damage down onto the bench. So this will be great for me. Have not seen a Lysander yet though, I do not believe. No, just a Zerosic. And we are going to put pressure on this Mega Ampharos by taking it out and setting it up to take out a fellow Mon in the following turn. So Mega Ampharos goes down. Unfortunately, the problem with Mega Ampharos is it's a very hefty cost to get these things going. And now I've taken out 2 of his big hitters. We're going to claim 2 more prizes here. Via Seeker and a Professor Sycamore. We just have 1 more EX to knock out, and we've got this game. If I can handle taking out the Shaman on the following turn, that'll be fantastic. We see a Giovanni's Scheme, so he'll be able to do a little bit more damage, depending on if he uses it. He goes for Max Elixir, looking for those energies, looking for it, and again, out of 3 Max Elixirs, he has not pulled 1. I love that card, but again, it does have that unfortunate niche. We see a Hoopa, which is great. That's why we have the AZ in hand. We can just simply scoop it up. He is going for an end. Cannot use it at the moment. He did Lysander just a moment ago. So I'll be freely able to use my AZ to pick up the Hoopa and continue moving on from there. Now it'll be just a matter of can we get an escape rope to finish off the deal and get this Shaman out so our game 1 can finish up. Unfortunately, I think he might be very low on energy costs at the moment. He drops a Lugia on the bench, and it is currently our turn. We get a double colorless energy, which we really don't need at the moment. But I'm going to drop this here, and I'm going to go for a Sycamore. This is going to seem like a weird play, but I don't need to pick it up. That gives it a retreat cost, which means I can go into the Dinos that I want to and finish off an attack. But I'm going to go for a Sycamore and hope for an escape rope. This way, I get a free retreat off of the Hoopa into an attacker that I want. No, I just get a Floatstone, which again I can attach here, and it's fine. I can attach it here. I can get myself out of here as a free retreat, go into the M.Audino, and we are simply going to go for that Magical Symphony, putting pressure on that, let's see. We're going to put pressure on the Ampharos. Now, he's only got 1 more turn, unless he switches out, of course, but I've got pretty much 2 Mons in range of a Magical Symphony. We do see an N, which will drop me down to 2, which again, it's not a big deal for me. He needs as many cards as he can get, but at this moment in time, it looks like I have him. I've got a little hair on my nose. And I think we might have game number 1 pretty much sealed at this point. The Lugia can't do anything unless it gets a double colorless energy, which I have not seen any at this moment in time. Which is terrible for Lugia because he wants that 1 turn set up for the airball to take advantage of my triple energies. So that would give him 5, which would be 100 damage guaranteed. He drops a double colorless energy on the back Lugia. I don't understand that move. My play would have been to put it on this Lugia and try and get out, but he's just going to simply alter up. It's going to be the end of this game anyway. GG for the first game. Lugia goes down, and we are going to head ourselves into game number 2. And we're going to see if we can get ourselves a second win. He played alright, it's just a lot of setup for Ampharos, and I think that is what's going to hurt him in even game number 2. But we're going to see how well that goes in just a moment. Alright guys, game number 2 is starting up here. We're going to play him again, Ampharos EX Mega Ampharos versus M.Audino. This is actually a pretty cool setup. I gotta say, I'm not expecting Mega Ampharos very often, and we do win the coin flip here, so we'll be able to go first, as we do. And this will give us the opportunity to take that extra turn of setup. We do not get a basic Pokemon, so he'll be able to get an additional... Actually, he will not, because he didn't draw one either. So neither one of us are going to get the mulligan here, which is fine. I get a Hoopa to start and an Audino, which is beautiful. This is a beautiful start. I'll be able to grab my Shaman, some setup. It'll be a good turn. It'll be a very good turn. We are going to stay done because I do want to use the Hoopa on the turn. And depending on the card drop, we could get into a very good position. We just get an AZ, which I don't actually need at the moment. We are going to go for a Trainer's Mail. Let's get this thing started. That's actually a good trainer for us to grab. No energies at this moment, though. We're going to drop that right here on our Audino. I did not see any startling megaphones or anything of the sort from our opponent. So I'm going to be able to drop this Hoopa down. Yes, Hoopa down. Hoopa. Hoopa. We're going to grab an Audino, the Shaman, and a Mega. Yes. No. No Magearna. Magearna is definitely in the prizes at the moment. This is going to be a weird play, but I'm expecting an N. And there come the other two. Okay, I was about to say, what's going on here? We can drop both Audinos down. Drop a Floatstone onto this Hoopa here. And we can go for a Shaman drop. It's only going to net us 2 cards, but I do need to get a supporter or something that will get me into a bit of an advantage here. I get a double colorless energy, which is just beautiful. What's nice is that I have the AZ for the following turn. I'm going to hold off. I have the AZ, so if he doesn't play an N, I can simply scoop up my Hoopa, get a Mega Audino, and get myself attacking on the following turn. So we're in a good position. He does have the double colorless energy. He just didn't draw a single one last game. He'll be able to go for a Thunder Rod, which means he can probably grab 2 energies and set himself up nicely here, which is the benefit of going second with his deck. He does get 1 energy, so he'll need an additional turn, whether it be an energy drop in his hand or not. He does have that luxury, but we are going to be able to get the first hit off on our opponent. And I think, simply put, I'm going to grab a Hex Maniac, which will stop him from getting Shaman and anything like that. On the following turn, I'll have to use the AZ right now to scoop up my Hoopa because I did not get that great of a draw. But here we go, Hoopa comes back down. We are going to search for 3 Pokemon EX, one of them probably being the Shaman, and 2 of them being the Megas. This way I've thinned out the deck a little bit. We are going to Mega Evolve the active Audino. There's no energies in the discard, and I'm going to hold off. I've already used my supporter for the turn, so I don't need to go for too much right now. And Magical Symphony will do a ton of damage to our opponent. And I do not believe an Exavolt will be able to knock us out either. And he does not have a Spirit Link on this Ampharos, so the max damage he can do is 100. And I'll be able to knock him out on the following turn, unless he plays a Pokemon. Which, if he doesn't, this will be a very short second game. He plays a Giovanni Schemes, possibly getting up a little bit more pressure on the damage. As he did, he did choose to take the 20 additional damage. So we're going to take 120 here, putting us at only 100 damage, but I'm going to be able to knock him out. And unfortunately for him, I'm going to just go for the Pokemon Center Lady, heal off most of that damage, taking myself out of range, and that is going to be GG. Unfortunately, his deck did not work out the second time around, but he did play fantastically the first time, trying to get all that energy out. And unfortunately, Mega Audino is very fast, very effective of getting that turn to Mega Audino and attacking. So unfortunately for him, he didn't get the opportunity to really attack. And being as quote-unquote fat as Mega Audino is, it was really hard to knock out for him. So I don't down the Mega Ampharos deck at all, but Mega Audino just came out on top. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out Connor's side because I will be leaving that in the link in the description below. I'll be leaving his channel as well, so make sure to check him out. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it. Time out.